Hey, how is everybody today? Welcome. I am Linda Cullen from Crafty Stampin', and this is Coffee and Crafts. I think I'm figuring it out a little bit better this week. I'm trying to remember how to do all this live from my own space. Again, it takes a little bit. If you happen to yesterday notice, I put up I announced it. It went up as an event, and then like an hour later, it went up as an event again because I was practicing, making sure I had everything correct, and I hit stream. These streams are a one-time use, so even those 2 seconds that I hit stream by mistake, killed it. I had to redo it. So if you saw that, I'm sorry. Still learning a little bit of stuff I'm trying to do. So welcome. So today, so it was supposed to be the scoop that I had, and Tammy couldn't do it today, so I figured, all right, I'm trying to be good about keeping up Coffee and Craft. So here I am. The only thing is, so we're going to do the scoop next week. As of the moment, I don't know when the next Coffee and Crafts will be. If we're going to then do a scoop the week following, back on the regular plan, or if we're going to push it another 2 weeks. So I will let everybody know, but here we are today. So while everyone's popping on, good morning, good morning. So we are going to play with, let me jump down to the table here, if I can do that. All right. Did that work? Should have worked. Of course, I'm watching on like 20 screens. Okay, here we go. So this is the fragrant. Oh, where's my, you supposed to, do you have volume? I don't know where my face is. Oh, I think I'm getting it right, and I'm not getting it right. Okay. This is the fragrant, I can't say the word, fragrant flower bundle. And it is the fragrant flower stamp set and the fragrant flower dies. And if you purchase both of these, and a little more, because this is like $48. So you got to get it up to $50. You can get the designer series paper, which is, oh God, favored flowers for free. And they all coordinate. So this is what we're going to be playing with. Let me move this out of the way. Because I wanted to show you. So here is the catalog. So this is the January to April mini. And here is the fragrant flower stamp set and dies. Now, what I wanted to point out is Stampin' Up. God, I can't even speak today. Stampin' Up has added a couple options with a few of the stamp sets this catalog. So this is one of them where you can get it in clear, so photopolymer or cling. And a lot of us didn't notice this. I didn't notice it. So I wanted to point this out to you. So let's go through the ones that are in it. So the stamp sets in this catalog that come in both cling and photopolymer are Lighting the Way. It is the fragrant. My goodness, I never realized I had such a problem saying that word. Silly Goose. And let's see what else. Silly Goose. Around the Bend. Happy Labels. And if you're buying them, the bundle is also listed. So it's the stamp set as well as the bundle. You get both options. I did not notice that up until Tammy mentioned it on a scoop. And then Stampin' Up just kind of came out and said, kept meaning to go back and look. But that is, it's a great option. I bought all cling because that happened to be the first number. I wasn't paying attention. And if I probably would have bought photopolymer. So here is the mini. Here is the fragrant flowers. And then here is in the sale-a-bration, the favored flowers DSP that we're going to play with. So good morning. I do not know why they're offering both at the moment. Probably to see what people like. I think it's quite nice that they are offering this to us, but I wish I had noticed earlier. But that's all the ones. So I've gone through them. So that is that. So I see everyone's jumping on. Good morning. Good morning. So here is one. So this is a card I made. This is not the one we're going to make, but this is another one I made. I'm going to post this probably tomorrow on my blog. This paper is so gorgeous. You really do not need to stamp with this paper. So I took this corner out of this piece of paper for this one, because I knew you would not want to watch me fussy cut for so long. And, oh, which corner did I use? It's this one. So I just took this corner and I picked a line and I just cut along the flowers and I put that in the corner. This paper is just so yummy. But so let's just kind of go through and look at all the pieces. Here we go. All right. So what is great is it's got these beautiful florals on one side and a great graphic with all these beautiful colors on the other. And there's quite a few of them that will match with the die, so you can cut out the paper with the die. So I'll show you that in a minute. This paper is just the yummiest of papers. So what we are going to do, let me show you what we're going to make. So this is the card we are going to make today. While we're doing this, let me see if I can figure out why this is not showing me. Hold on. If I can figure it out in 2 seconds or less. Probably not. And we'll try one more thing. You know, I sit here, center to screen. There it is. I try to make sure everything's all set a couple hours before. Doesn't work. All right. So, so because I'm on a week early and I don't know when I'm going to be on again, I will the giveaway that was supposed to do from last week that was going to pick next week, I'm going to pick that and this one at the same time whenever I figure that out. So it was the owls. So with the adorable owls, and now this. So so you want to go over, you can leave a comment on that video. So that was last week's. And if you want to leave a comment on this video, you can win the Retired Springtime Joy stamp set. And so whenever I come back next, and I'll have to figure that out with Tammy, I will pick both of these. So you know the routine. Leave a comment on any of the platforms that you're watching this on. That is either Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. And if you go share this broadcast to any social media platform and come back here and type the comment shared with a D, I'll put you in for a second entry to win that. So I think everybody's on. Let's get crafting. So I think if I go back here now, yes, there I am. Hi. I don't know what happened. I never know what happened. All right, here we go. Where did I put my paper? So, all right, so I have a blog post all ready to go. So shortly after this, I will have a blog post that'll have a PDF with all the supplies I used as well as the cuts. So you don't have to take notes. And I don't remember the exact cuts that I used, or the sizes on this one. But it'll all be on that stamp set. So this is the paper we're going to use. If I pull out. God. Okay. So this is the paper. And this matches with the dies. Where did I put those? So this big die matches with these big ones in the middle. And this one matches with these littler ones. So, you know, the first thing I always do is I go count. Like, how many flowers can I get out of this? But, you know, it's not like a person, that's had half their face cut off. It's, flowers. So these flowers that are along the edges are still great flowers to use. And because they work with the die, I can still use these flowers. So that's what we're going to do today. So when I need my snips. So I made myself a little note so I wouldn't forget. So I am just going to rough cut. Let's see, bring in these two flowers. So now I absolutely could go through and fussy cut them, but I'm not going to. Because I have a die, and the die will do it for me. Boom. All right, so all I'm gonna do, so you can go through and actually just cut these all out and then die cut them if you want. So pull these out, grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and my plate. So because I'm doing dies, I have my 1, 2, and 3 plates. All right, I am going to take off my stickies. So I'm going to do these one at a time. And so I am going to place this on here and try and see. You can see better when you're not blaring so many lights. I'm trying to do stuff on live. It's like trying to tie a bow when you're live. It doesn't always come out great. Okay. All right. So I'm going to run that through. There's one. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Oops, pull this off. All right. So there is one flower, the bottom half. And we're going to repeat with this flower. And he's over here, this way. All right. If I can get a good border. Let's see, I'm on a fresh sticky. I use Staples brand Post-it notes because they're not as sticky as the Post-it note brand, thus are easier to get on and off without ripping the paper. It's like Staples knew that being less sticky was important. All right, so there's our second flower. So we're going to set those aside. I think that's all I need this for. Put you over here. Okay. So I'm also going to take, so here is a piece of basic white. Like I said, the cut sizes are all going to be on my blog in a bit. I am taking the very large stamp flower. So the same flower, basically, that we just cut out in pieces. And I have that set up. And I've lost my foam mat. It's here somewhere. It's staring at me. I know it is. Like over here. All right, I'll grab another one. Okay. So I use my, I think we call it the stamping, I call it my stamping pad. All right, so I am going to put this down. I'm going to ink this up in Blackberry Bliss. Inky ink. All right, and I'm going to stamp multiple times. Let's see. And I got my hair. Let's go. All right, and we're going to ink it again. And I'm going to go this way, over here. Okay, ink again. Continually re-inking. And I'm going to go this way. I'm really just trying to basically create my own background paper with this stamp multiple times. And this one will go this way. All right. So that is, there's that. I need the, give this a chance to dry. All right, so I'm using basic black as my card base. I'll grab my scoreboard and I'll score it with the tool. FYI, on our scoreboard, the bossing tool has a large ball and a small ball. I use the small ball on cardstock, and I use the larger ball if I'm doing designer series paper because that's thinner. Okay, so I'm going to fold, find myself a bone folder. Okay. So now I'm going to take the background and I'm going to attach that to a piece of fresh freesia with my seal. There we go. All right. And I'm going to attach that to my card base with seal. Okay. On here. Now, I want to tone it down a little bit, and my favorite way to do that is with vellum. You still get all the gorgeousness of either your design series paper or here a stamped image, but it takes it down a little bit, so it's beautiful, it's noticeable, but it's not, I don't want it to be the primary visual. The thing with vellum is you will see the adhesive through it. One way to do that is to do an entire adhesive sheet, but I don't need to do that for this panel. So I know that I'm going to put my greeting down here, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of adhesive here. And then center this. So you can tell like it gets the inks darker through the vellum where the adhesive is, but that's okay. So next we're going to do our greeting. And I set this up in advance on my Stamparatus. I have to move pieces out of the way. Let's see. So I have a piece of, again, small strip of basic white. And this is, I have my little reminders. They're not like holding it, but it's trying to remind myself where I had set the Stamparatus up for the greeting to work. So now, first what I'm going to do is fresh freesia. And the reason I did this on my Stamparatus is because I want this to be nice and dark, a dark fresh freesia. So just scoot that one to the side. There we go. Hold on. No, that's right. All right, I want to make sure it's at the bottom, but there's a lot of rubber between the bottom of my word and where the stamp ends, so this lining up will be good. I have to use my finger, come up slowly, and I'm going to re-ink it because I want it darker than that. So here we go. Here we go again. Oh, it moved. Moved. All right, hold on. You know what's great about paper? It's got two sides. All right, I'm going to do this again. One more time. One more time. All right. That's what the problem is. My background moved. Okay. And it obviously was in the wrong spot to begin with. All right, hold on. All right, I'm going to go with that. All right. All right, let's try this again. If not, we'll have to cut another piece of paper. All right, here we go. It's a little crooked. That's fine. Crooked's fine. I prefer a good stamp crooked than a bad stamp straight. All right. So there we go. There is my thanks. But I want it to be thanks, love. And I thought it'd be fun to put the love. So this little love over the thanks in Blackberry Bliss. So I have the love over here, which now I might need to adjust, but we'll see. I'll move it down a smidge. Okay. So the thing with this, because this font is really thin, so the rubber is really thin, I don't want to press real hard because you'll bend that, like the love, and it'll smudge a little bit. So I'm just going to have it touch lightly, and we're going to do it one more time. We want it nice and dark, but not overly smushy. And I'm going to do it a third time. There we go. All right. So there's my thanks, love. I feel very British. Thanks, love. Okay. These out of the way. Close up my ink inks before I stick my finger in them. Yeah. Yes, someone said stamping on a larger piece of paper and then trimming. Absolutely can do that. All right, so now I'm going to put together my greeting panels. So I have a small piece of fresh freesia that I'm just going to place like this. So you only see a little bit of it on the top and the bottom. And eyeball it in the center. There we go. And then this piece of Blackberry Bliss is the same length as the white, basic white, but it is a little larger. So there is my greeting panel. Now I want to take the two flowers that we die cut out, and I'm going to attach them to the back of this panel. So I'm going to start with this one over here. So I'm going to apply adhesive here. And then, let's see, put in a smidge. So I like to bring the larger piece down on top of the smaller, and that way I can adjust how I want it and then push down where I like it. So there's one, and then I'll put my adhesive here for my second one. So this, I like it like that. So there is my greeting panel. I'll bring back my card base. So I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. Give it a good amount so it's nice and supported. All right, so now we're going to place this down here, up a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. And to finish it off, we're going to finish it off with black matte dots. And here we go. Got a pick tool, and so I'm going to take a big one in this corner. Small one, and then I like the small ones. I wish we had more itty bitty ones. I just love these dots. Just put around. Oops. Let's put one up here, and then let's put a bigger one down here. All right. So there is, and now what I can do, actually, if I feel like this vellum might curl, I can take a glue dot now. Let's find the opening. There it is. So here's the dot. Let me get it out of the... And so what I'm going to do is like pick it up with the take a pick tool, kind of fold it in half, and kind of fold it in half again. So it's like a fourth. And I'm going to place it behind this matte dot. Oh, that's stuck on my finger. Let's try that again. Stick it on the matte dot. And so now that corner of the vellum is held. So the vellum is held with a strip of seal here as well as behind that dot, so you don't see it. So that is our card. That is using the stamp set, the dies, and the Designer Series paper. And thank you. So let's quick rundown. Thank you everybody for joining me. Remember the giveaway for this week, and once I talk with Tammy and we figure out what our schedule is moving forward, I will post and I will do the drawing for last week's and this week's projects on the next Coffee and Crafts. So I thank everybody for joining me today. The scoop will be next week, and I'll see everybody then. So have a great weekend. There is a blog hop for Valentine's Day with Team Stamp It, which is Tammy's team, and that'll be on Saturday at 10 a.m. So come by and watch. So I will see everybody next week somehow, and have a great one. Bye.